Now with the snazzy intro music out of the way. This watch was one that we did around 2019. I want to say November of 2019. And what I was really looking to do is prior to coming out with this watch, we had a lot of fashion watches that were like very minimalist, your typical MVMT style classic watch. And I wanted to bring something that was a little bit more complicated looking and a little bit more technical looking to the portfolio. And what you see here is what came out of that. Now, this is my personal compass since 2019. So the battery in it has decided to pass on. But with that said, this is a great, this is what we came out with. And what we did here was we spent a lot of time on like, okay, we want to have a classic chronograph look. We want it to be, affordable for people at the time. My watch prices were below $100, so this was going to be the flagship model for us at the time. It had, a full stopwatch tachymeter complication here, and it was really fun to build this in the fact that you can do so many things with a chronograph, and a chronograph can be a total band monster. So one of the first things we did was, okay, it came with a stainless steel band, but we also brought forward a bunch of custom made NATO bands for us, because we felt that that was going to match the sporty nature of this watch. This watch is accurate to a tenth of a second on the chronograph timing. We have people that bought these in 2019, 2020 that are still wearing them every day today with just battery changes, which shame on me for not doing before taking this video. But I mean, this thing has, 5 years old now, almost going on 5 years. And as you can see, it's held up pretty well. I mean, it's not my daily watch anymore, but I wore it daily for a solid year and a half, maybe 2 years. And that's mineral glass, hard mineral glass that's really held up well. I haven't had to do any poly repair to it. The dial itself, I always found to be really fun because it has some of a sunburst effect to it. And then, of course, a lot of time was spent on like making it our own, adding in the red color elements, making the subdials look a certain way, making the markers look a certain way. And we really liked this watch because it kind of brought like that classic chronograph, sport chronograph look to the lineup, and contrasted quite significantly against some of the older versions of Legacy and Voyager. So, one of the nice things about this is this has been our most successful and best-selling watch of all time. We have wanted this watch either as part of a charity giveaway, a donation, to gift to their friends and family, and then of course to buy one or two for themselves. And over the course of the last 4.5, 5 years, we've sold over 200 of them, which is by far our most successful watch as a small micro brand. And we had people, if you look at the reviews on the website, we have over 36 reviews of this watch, which is by far the most reviews of any watch we've ever gotten because of just how many people wanted this, got this, and have worn it and have been happy with it, which really gave me confidence that La Terrain actually had a future as a brand. Prior to doing this watch, I was just seeing what worked in the marketplace, trying to like test a popular idea at the time and see if I can make it work for me. And over time, going forward with this watch and everything that came after it really was like, okay, we're going to be built on value. We're going to be built on providing our customers with, classic designs that aren't going to be a fad, aren't going to age out, and are going to really, meet the needs of the value conscious consumer. And the nice thing about Compass was that it really filled that niche for us. And I'm happy to say that as we stand here in 2024, this watch is still available on our website. It's still available for sale. We are currently doing a closeout on them because we want to retire this model, but it is not out of anything other than respect. We are going to be doing a 30% closeout sale on the Compass across the website. You get your choice of a NATO band for free along with that. And that's going to be live on the website now. You use code CLOSEOUT. The code is called CLOSEOUT. You add that to checkout, and it will take 40% off the price of this watch, which, for the last 4.5 years has been by far our most successful watch, and one that we are going to be, retiring with dignity. Now, one of the things about this watch is also really cool is that despite being, it's a big band monster, you can throw leather bands on here, you can throw canvas, nylon, whatever you want. It is also a really good watch for battery life. So the movement inside this watch is a Sunon PE30, which doesn't really get a lot of play. It doesn't really get a lot of attention. Most people will run with like a Miyota or a Seiko. But the Sunon PE90 is great because it actually has up to 4 years of battery life, which is extremely high, especially for a chronograph. And so, one of the nice things about this watch is that customers who've had it all these years have only had to replace the battery like one time, which is fantastic. So, if you're looking for a long-lasting watch that you can keep in your collection, and if you want to go out and just look good for the day with a little bit of a sporty chronograph in your wrist, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is a great watch. So yeah, go over to laterrain.com right now, select yourself a compass, make sure you select what NATO strap you want. We have it in this nice red. We also have it in a nice gray. We call them secret agent straps because if I call them by the popular movie character, that might get us in some hot water. But yeah, take a look today. This is a bit of a longer video, a bit of a deep dive into Compass. Ask any questions in the comments below that you might have. Head on over to the website, get one yourself. And yeah, have a great weekend. And thank you for tuning into La Terrain.